Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Navaldeep, and welcome to my channel for the daily market views. For tomorrow, which is August 10, I am focusing on ES futures. So that's about SPY, then Triple Q, and the following tickers: Apple, AMD, BA, DKNG, Disney, Facebook, Google, Neo, NVDA, Snow, Snap, Tesla, UP, WK. It's a long list, but we'll cover all of them quite briefly and see where there are supports, their entries, good target points, and we can use these studies to make our trades for tomorrow. All right. Again, one more thing, like please do your due diligence first before making any trade. It is always helpful. All right. So let's get started. Uh, First is ES. ES today made a doji, and it's kind of in a state when it's not sure whether to go up or go down, but still it's managing to hold above the mid of this candle. So it's like a piercing candle pattern where it closed above this, but it's still in a state of confusion. The trend is still upwards, and now the previous 4420 area, which is 4415, 4420 area, should act as a good support here. And from there on, if it bounces, it should bounce. Tomorrow, there are no economic numbers which are important coming. So I don't think so there's going to be any impact at 8:30 in the morning. Wednesday morning, we have core CPI, which has a meaningful impact on the tech and the banks. If the core CPI is high, then expect a material downside on uh, ES. Otherwise, tech should take a front seat. Right now, it's wait and watch. Every uh, big ticker in the tech index NASDAQ was kind of on a holding pattern today. So I'm on the same thought that yes, big move will come on tech most likely by Wednesday morning. But yes, they're not going down. That's something which we can see. So currently my bias is totally neutral. I'm not bullish, not neither bearish. I'm gonna wait and watch. 44.15 is something I'm looking for. If I have to go long, above this, I'm looking at a target of 44.40, 44.50 area, and 44.85 is my up like topmost target on ES as of now. On the downside, if it breaks below 44.15, 44.20, I'm looking at 4403. So that will be again like a good entry if I have to go long. Anything which goes below 4403 will have a strong support area 4385 to 4405. It's a strong support area. So let's see how the market reacts in this zone. Anything below 4385 is totally negative, totally bearish. All right. So that was about ES. Then triple Q on NASDAQ. Triple Q has made an inside day in it. And if you look at the volume, if the volume is also less, which is the case, then it's a perfect inside day. So tomorrow, if NASDAQ opens above 369.37, there's a idea to go long. If it goes below 366.91, then it's the idea to go short. Right now, it's totally grinding, neither bullish nor bearish. Wait for a breakout or a breakdown on triple Q. And as I said previously, it entirely depends on Wednesday's economic numbers. Okay. Apple. If you see 146.2, by now you have realized that 146.2 is a really big hurdle for Apple. It is neither going up nor going down. It's kind of holding this up. And I think tomorrow, if NASDAQ or QQQ has to take a lead or on Friday, Apple will have to break out from this grinding zone. Right now, for last 6-7 days, it's between 146 to 147 area. it has to break out. Anytime it goes below and give a closing below, like right now it's almost there on 146.20, so I'm not calling it a closing below, but if it closes below, like that's around 145, 144, it can come down all the way to 142.79 and then further to 140. Right now it's holding up. Upside target is still intact. It has to cross 147.45 and then 154 is the target for Apple. AMD has been a good runner in last few weeks. It broke out from 94 area, which was our good entry area, and then tested all the Fibonacci all the way up and got rejected by this trend line. This is a long-term trend line. Now on the way back, it has broken 111 and it has come down and took the support of 107, which is a 161 Fibonacci on the year back, and this is like a midterm Fibonacci. So this is a really important support because on the long term, the trend line is there and the Fibonacci support is there. Anytime if it goes below 107, it will go and test 105.33. That will be an excellent entry point. I have entered AMD today and I'm expecting a bounce on it because I was waiting for this opportunity where I can enter into 107 area. And today when I got that, I actually got into AMD. So I'm looking for a bounce until 111. And if that happens, that will be a good bullish. I'll be holding my AMD until 105.35. So I'm totally bullish on AMD. Boeing is another ticker which I wanted to cover. Boeing made some reasonable traction, positive traction, but the only thing which was lagging is the volume. It needs some volume to break out of this seller zone. It made a bullish engulfing today. It covered the body of the previous candle and it ended on a high. It opened negative, but it tested 12 EMA and then breached 34 EMA. If you see this 34 EMA and the 12 EMA are converging towards each other. So probably in a day or two, they may meet each other. And once that happens, the trend on Boeing will change definitely. Also, like this is another with more indicators. If you see the grinding on Boeing, stochastic is moving up, but RSI is moving up, but TTM squeeze is finally giving me green signals. It needs some strength to take this move out on the positive side. So I'm looking for a target of 239, 236 first and 239. So once it breaks 239, it has to test 252 area. So I'm as of now I'm pretty bullish until and unless 225 to 218.19 area is held. In previous few weeks, Boeing is able to hold on to this good area. So I'm expecting a reasonable bounce towards 252. Then I wanted to cover PKNG. PKNG has made an inside day. Let me go back to the simpler chart with no. PKNG has made an inside day today, and I also checked the volume. It's there. The trend has changed. Now it needs a good push above 53. If it does, the target is 58. So I'm looking tomorrow morning if it does a breakout or a breakdown, if it closes or breaches 53.79 on the higher side, it will be marked as bullish. If it goes below 50, it is bearish. In both the cases, the resistance and support are clearly shown here. 49.60 is the support if it breaks below 50, and 53 area is resistance for it to cross 53.79. So it's an inside day candle. Disney, Disney is like, if you see clearly, it's making an inverted head, like it's making a head and shoulders. It's not clean, but if you see it here, it's making an inside. It's making a head and shoulder patterns. So I just want to see if it breaks out of it or it actually confirms it, because there is a gap in Disney, which is between 157 to 170, and there's a gap between here 134 to 124. So if it doesn't work out this time, I think it can actually go down because the length here is 175 to 183, which is about $10-12. So below 175, $10-12, about 160, and it can come and then fill the gap. So I'll be very careful. If Disney is holding below 177, I will not trade long on Disney. I'll be watching for the head and shoulder pattern. Then Facebook again today got rejected perfectly from our 365 level. It came all the way, tested and failed. Made a bearish engulfing and kind of didn't make a positive move at all, even by the end of the day. So now it has a support of 359. If it holds 359, it will try to attempt to test 365 one more time. 365, if it breaks, then its trend can change. Otherwise, it can come and test 351. So I'll be a buyer in case it comes around 359. If it breaks 359, I'll be going on short side for a target of 351. Google finally broke out of the shekels from here. It had not a clean inside day candle, but yes, it had an inside day candle. It broke out of it, and it's now looking for a target of all-time highs. It just needs to come out of this 2750 area, and then that's it. There's no stopping back for Google. So anytime you get Google around 2720, 2710 area, it's a good entry point. I'm not bearish on Google at all. Then I have to cover NEO and NVIDIA. NEO, usually I try to avoid the stocks which are there for earnings, and NEO has earnings, and it has converted into positive momentum, the trend wise, uh, but it has to close above 45.74. Once it does, it can actually have a positive momentum towards 50 area. And for last few weeks, it's been struggling around 45 area. So it has to show some strength with volume to break this out. If it does, then 50-50 is something which is really, really good target for NEO. NVIDIA has been like a 3-day candle making lower highs and lower lows. It's not good, just to be candid. It needs to test 199. I think it's trying to test 199.50. Let's see if it bounces from here or not. If it doesn't, then it can come down all the way to 193. As of now, it has respected the 34 EMA line. So 193 will be a really good entry if you want to go long and the market supports long. I'll not be a buyer in NVIDIA nor for long side or short side. I'll be waiting for it to hold 199.48 and see how it reacts from there. Then we have Snow. Snow did our target of 289 a few weeks back and a few days back, and now it's again moving up. Once it tested this, it came all the way down, tested at 12 a.m. and now it's going up. It should test 288, 289 area once again. Once it does that, we will see where the movement happens in future. Right now, it's moving up. I am bullish on it. And 272, 273 is a good entry area for Snow. If you get a chance where market is down and comes around 272, 273, I would try to go long on Snow. If it doesn't hold, then it can come down to 261. So these are the two levels which I'm really, really focused on Snow. Snap, I've been like pretty bullish since 71 area. If you all remember, we have been like testing this chart. It's not able to close above 78.48. Today it came all the way, but couldn't close. So I'm sure tomorrow or maybe on Wednesday, once the market has some positive momentum, it would jump towards 86, 87 area. I'm super bullish on Snap. Then we have Tesla. Tesla is a stock which has been like eating up all our gains, but it's not moving up nor moving down. Even if it moved up, it ate the premiums so much that hardly anybody could make money out of it. It's showing with hardly like big volume in Tesla right now. It's pretty low as compared to if you see the average. And if you look at the average trading range for Tesla in a week, it's like about $50. But right now it's an inside week back. So a breakout of an inside week is really, really big move. So let's see how it ends up this week or maybe early next week. But right now it's in the grinding phase. So we need to wait and watch to see if it breaks out of 733 or breaks below of 686. UPWK. Uh, this stock came from 64, now tested the 34 EMA and it's kind of respecting that. So I am expecting some level of bounce from here towards 49, and then let's see where it goes. If it breaks 46 on the downside, it can come to 41, and 41 to 37 the sellers will come, and once they start coming it will go down pretty strongly. So 41 to 46 is something which needs to hold for its long-term momentum to continue. Otherwise, it can go really, really ugly. One more stock which I did not cover in the initial slide is Walmart. I am looking forward for Walmart. They have earnings on next week, and on the 2 days back to back, it is able to manage and hold above 143.80. I think if consumer prices or consuming purchasing power goes up, this can this time really hit 150 area. 150, yeah, it can come to all the way to 150 area. So I'm pretty bullish on Walmart with a stop loss of 143.8. So this was it, which I wanted to cover in my tonight's video for daily market views. Hope you had a fair level of understanding on my charts. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter at Naval for you, and you can watch all these videos on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much.